Hi Aries. So I have announcement to make. I am now available to be doing personal readings at this time. So if you guys are interested, I have the information linked down below in the description box, my prices, as well as my email. So if you guys want to contact me and schedule in a personal reading, you guys can. So let's see what is happening for my Aries for Sun, Moon, and Rising at this time. What is going on? So, you guys, I'm also super excited because I just got this new deck today. It's the Morgan Greer deck. I've been wanting it for years, so I'm finally glad that I have it. I think it's a beautiful deck. So we have here the King of Swords, the Star, some of you guys have been working on healing some type of mental health. I feel like it's anxiety and also overthinking. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Again, so there's something definitely here that you guys are healing, and I believe it's some kind of belief or some kind of thought process here, because it feels like a lot of you guys are realizing that get caught up in your mind about something, or you just kind of overthink things. And it's kind of preventing you guys from really taking action in your life and really being present in your moments. Especially because I feel like a lot of you guys maybe, again, you guys just get lost in your thoughts. It's like intrusive thoughts too. So we have that Five of Cups and then the Three of Cups. Some of you guys might be out partying with people or going out and doing more, celebrating something with somebody, but it's also like you're trying to get your mind off of something. It's like you've been working on trying to like heal through these issues that you have, but there's something that's keeping you guys stuck there. So we have the Nine of Rods. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that stuff. I keep doing that. Keep misinterpreting the cards. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Rods, and the Queen of Rods. And then, of course, at the bottom, we have the Nine of Cups. So some of you guys, at this time, one of the goals that I feel like my Aries is at right now is trying to find what will make you happy, what you're going to be content about. Because some of you guys, there is some kind of lack of contentment in your part. You feel like you're just not where you want to be. There's definitely something here where you just feel kind of alone or isolated. Even when you're around people, it's like something about your thinking, you're overthinking, you're kind of contemplating something that has something to do with your past, something that you are trying to work through. And it's like you're tethered to some kind of thought, even if it's one person, like there's something going on in your mind where it's like, I can't get this person out of my mind. I can't get this event out of my mind. And it's like maybe sometimes you might drink it away. Not all of you, but some of you might resort to drinking to try and get that out of your head. A lot of you guys feel like you're not where you want to be currently, especially when it comes to your home life, your stability. You feel like maybe some of you guys are stressing about your environment. Some of you guys might even need to move. And that is something that you're so afraid and worried about, is like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get kicked out, or oh my gosh, I don't have the finances that I need. So it's like you're trying to figure out where you're going. A lot of you guys are fixated emotionally on whatever this is that is, and I feel like, again, it gives you guys like kind of anxiety, or But it just feels like no matter how much you work hard, nothing changes. It's like you're constantly having to push yourself to the next level or to the next thing. It's like when you do a task, you're just like, there's no joy in it. There's no, when we do stuff, right, and we accomplish things, we have a sense of pride and happiness and some kind of an achievement, right? We feel good about it. But for some of you guys, it's like when you achieve something, you're just like, all right, on to the next. But it just seems like you're not enjoying it. You're not having fun with it. Something seems to be missing in your life, and maybe you're not sure what is missing exactly, but you just sense that. And it feels like something emotional, like you're lacking something that you know is going to bring you joy. So it's almost like everything that you've been doing leading up to this point, you just feel like it's meaningless in a way. You don't feel like you're accomplishing anything, especially when it comes to, because both pentacles are in the reverse. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe you're not as financially stable or secure as you would like to be. And so you're always worried about that, or you always feel like you're not achieving what you feel like is really what's going to make you happy. And so some of you guys, you're just doing what you feel like you need to do to survive instead of what you want to do so you can thrive. So I feel like that's kind of the energy that I'm getting for you guys. So let's pull the Wisdom of Oracle cards here for my Aries. Whoa, that went flying. Hold on one sec. We have Poised. Some of you guys, maybe it just feels like you guys are really trying to keep it all together, but it's just like sometimes maybe you just get slingshotted into a situation and you just like, oh, you're trying really hard to keep yourself together. Especially if you guys have anxiety. I feel like some of you guys, maybe you have some kind of like, I just keep getting like anxiety or some kind of like overthinking mental thing going on there. It makes you overthink things before when you talk to people. You're scared to like, oh, what if I offend somebody? What if I do this? It's like that kind of a weird energy, because sometimes maybe some of my Aries that I'm tuning into here, maybe you've always had a hard time socializing, or you've always kind of felt like the odd man out. And so it's kind of difficult for you when you get into certain situations. And it's like anytime you are faced with certain challenges, you start to overthink it because you're afraid that you're going to mess up in some way. So we also have here Regeneration. So a lot of you guys are in this process of trying to get back up on your feet again, trying to work through whatever this is, because I feel like some of you guys are having even a hard time sleeping because your mind is racing a mile a minute. And it's like one of the things that you really, really wish that you could just have right now is peace. Because I feel like some of you guys feel overwhelmed or feel like a lot is happening in your life. And you just feel like you're missing that peace. You're missing that. You just want to feel at peace with yourself. And you feel like it's a cycle that you've gone around and around. And I feel like it is healing. I feel like you're definitely healing this situation. But the reason I feel it's taking you a while is because there's some kind of belief or some kind of energetic hold that you have towards this situation. And you guys constantly think about it. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's kind of started to become a pattern in your life, especially when it's like something that you've had to learn over and over and over again. And I feel like that's like one of the reasons why that generation card is in the reverse, is because I feel like you guys had to keep relearning the situation or keep going past this, because maybe you guys at one point kept pushing it down or kept ignoring it, right? Or like would drink and avoid it, like for some of you, right? There's definitely some kind of repression there. And I feel like that's why that regeneration is in the reverse is because it took you a while to where you can start to see growth again, and I feel like you guys are starting to form that, especially over time, but I feel like it's been taking time because sometimes it's hard for us when we learn certain lessons. Like, we have to learn a lesson like a million times before we learn it, and I feel like for some of you guys this has something to do with your past, with your childhood, especially because I feel like maybe you guys have had situations where you've had people shame you because you said something that wasn't right, or maybe people always try to, I feel like your throat chakra needs to be worked on, because sometimes you might say something and you're like, oh, why did I say that? Or, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, again, you overthink your you're overthinking your actions and you're overthinking your thoughts because you don't want to come off weird in a way, because some of you guys, I get like social anxiety or just something about being afraid of what other people might view you or see you as. So let's pull the Divine Abundance Oracle. What abundance is coming in for my Aries at this time? Okay, we have sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Exactly, especially because I feel like it's very addictive for you to keep like overthinking this. It's a habit that needs to be changed, especially with the illusions, because when you become obsessed or you think about something over and over again, it starts to have more meaning and you start to tell the story more and more, and then it starts to stick, and then now next thing you know, there is like that energetic and that mental pathway. So now that's one of the things that you're constantly thinking of, which can drain your energy and not make you feel good, especially if it's negative, which I feel like for some of you it's definitely a negative thing, obviously. But we also have here intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Yeah, it's like taking it step by step. Sometimes when you guys feel overwhelmed, it's because you're looking at the whole and the bigger picture of everything, and then you think about everything you have to do, and maybe you just feel overwhelmed about it, or especially when it comes to dating or other people. I just get that for a lot of you guys, getting out of that headspace and more into your heart space is going to really help you. So we have awakening. Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Yeah, a lot of you guys, you do know what to do, but it's that doubting yourself. You guys self-doubt a lot and you overthink things a lot, and that's what throws you over, because you guys do know intuitively what you need to do, and I feel like you guys do have some common sense when it comes to other people, especially with poised, because even if you feel kind of off, or even if you feel like you have, like, say again, anxiety or some kind of like mental disorder in some way, a lot of people do see you as posed, even if you feel like you're not. Because again, I feel like a lot of you guys, you get stuck in your head a lot, and maybe you just space out or something, and I just feel like a lot of you guys getting grounded and more into your body and being more present is really going to help you guys. So we have divine source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. Yeah, exactly. It's like you guys will know intuitively what is going to be right for you guys, but you need to let go of the need to control everything. And I feel like that's why you guys overthink so much, is because there's this need to, oh, I have to control my actions. Oh, I have to control how other people view me. But people are going to view you the way they're going to view you due to their own perception. And it's like, again, you can't control other people. And I feel like a lot of you guys know that, but at the same time, it's still like maybe you worry about what others think or about certain people. And I get, again, I am just sensing like this, some kind of anxiety that you guys might have. So we also have receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Yeah, there's a plan. There's some kind of divine guidance that you guys are receiving at this time. So pay attention to yourself. Trust yourself. If something doesn't feel right, trust that. If you guys feel like you need to do something, even if it doesn't make sense, do it. You know, of course, be responsible. Don't just like throw caution to the wind, but I feel like a lot of you guys definitely need to start trusting yourself more and stop self-doubting yourself and all of the negativity and the negative talk that you feed yourself. Because I feel like once you start to talk to yourself a little better, once you start to develop a healthier thinking pattern, your life is going to change drastically. So that's what I have for my Aries. Hopefully this helps you guys in some way. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great and wonderful day, Aries. Thanks. Bye.